I don't know. I don't want to be dramatic. All right. Never want to be dramatic. I need some help. I need some help today staying on the rails. Zach.
Oh, I'm not going to help that. I'm not going to help with that at all. I encourage you to go off the rails. I think that's kind of my role on this, is to not let you on the rails. So go off, King.
Well, then we may have
go.
to
Happy
pivot.
Monday, everyone. This is Village Vice. Go, Brad Law.
We may have to pivot then. So the love of money is the root of all evil. Money itself is not evil, but the love of money is the root of all evil.
Okay. Greed. Sure.
They've killed everything about college football. They've killed it all for the love of money. They've killed everything. Okay. Some things they killed a long time ago, and some things they're in the process of killing now. They've destroyed. So they long since destroyed tailgating. Okay. Traditional rivalries, for the most part, they've done away with. Okay. They've destroyed the way we determine a national champion. That's a farce now. It's a joke. It's not serious.
Yeah.
They've destroyed signing day. They totally destroyed signing day. Who cares about signing day anymore?
Right.
Do you care about signing day?
It was so strange. Yeah.
Does your
Auburn's most dramatic thing on signing day was Friday?
Yeah.
2 days after.
And I'm not just talking about because Auburn finished whatever, but look at the coverage of signing day now compared to 10 years ago. They
used to be a holiday.
Yeah.
People used to act like they were working or even take off work just because it was announcement after announcement after announcement. And I have a few reasons for that. I don't know if that one's all money, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think some of that's evolution of coverage and able to communicate, but that might be where you're going. I don't know.
But I think that the fact that it's covered the way it's covered now, though, and there isn't this wall-to-wall continuous, they don't treat it like a major holiday because it's not anymore. They moved it up from February to December. Why? For the good of the kids? No. So the coaches could get them on campus and get them in and go ahead and take that off their to-do list.
You don't think it's for the good of the kids, though, to possibly play early?
No, I think it's the betterment of the kids to be in their high school senior year and finish that out and do the things that you would normally do as an 18-year-old.
Okay.
And then go to campus over the summer. And then if it takes you a year, it takes you a year. That's probably better for you in the long run anyway.
I won't push back on it. I got you.
All right. So they destroyed
minor disagreements, but not enough to bring up. I get you. Okay.
And they're in the process now of destroying the bowl system completely. Buddy, bowl games
it's already been stabbed. It's dead.
They are going the way of Blockbuster Video and rotary telephones. It is only a matter of time. Your Notre Dame, Kansas State, how many other teams that could go to bowl games, but because they're not playoff games? And it's because TV says beginning August 1st, if you don't make the playoff, everything else is insignificant in college football. So they've told you that bowl games are insignificant, and they're becoming that way. I think it's awesome that Troy and Jack State are playing in Montgomery. That's cool. That's an old school rivalry that nobody outside the state of Alabama cares about.
But it's cool. I agree with you. Yeah.
And like a lot of people in the state don't care about, unless you have a tie to Troy or Jack State. You don't know that that's an old school rivalry. Otherwise, now it'll take them a little while to fully go away because the gambling industry will continue to suck money out of people for a while. And bowl games mean big betting days. Those 3 weeks from the start of bowl games to the end of the insignificant bowl games are big time for Vegas and Biloxi and all the other sports books.
A lot of lines.
Yep.
A lot of parlays.
First halves, like a lot of stuff.
Yep. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Keep going.
No, that's it.
I'm here. Keep going.
They've destroyed it all.
Yeah.
They've destroyed all of it, Zach.
Yes.
Every bit of it.
Every bit of it.
I want to get to the playoff here in just a little while. But the exclamation point on this is they've destroyed it all, and yet Auburn still stands. I tweeted out something over the weekend that got a lot of crazy reaction from Alabama people, and I don't fully understand why. So
Bama fans love you.
I tweeted out this from On3 Sports, the top 10 most watched college football teams of the 2025 season. And Auburn finished 8th.
Really?
Yes.
The top 10 most watched college football teams this year.
So you take the ratings of all the games and the teams involved. And
do you have the list?
Yeah, I've got the list.
Read them to me.
All right. Alabama was 1 with an average of almost 8.5 million viewers per game.
Okay.
Part of that's because they got a huge fan base. Part of it's because a lot of people hate them, want to watch them lose too. Like that's how the ratings work. You can love it or hate it, but you watch.
I mean, that's brand power as a whole, right?
Sure.
Like Ohio State's gonna be on this list for the same thing, I assume. We'll see. Keep going.
Texas is 2 at 7.55.
Massive fan base. A lot of people root against them and for them. Sure.
Georgia's 3.
Okay.
All right. Ohio State is 4.
Okay.
Nearly 1 million per game difference between Georgia and Ohio State.
Okay. Big
Ohio
drop
State
from 3 to 4.
Yep, big drop from 3 to 4.
Okay.
Then you have Oklahoma. So Ohio State 6.57, Oklahoma 6.47. LSU is 6th at 6.42. Tennessee 7 at 6.21. Auburn is 8th at 5.25.
And that's interesting because I'm trying to guess what the pushback is that you got before you tell me. Because I was going to guess, it's just because Auburn plays other big teams.
Mm-hmm.
But they've only played Alabama and Georgia on that list. They didn't play Texas this year.
Right.
They didn't play LSU this year.
They played Oklahoma, but not Texas,
You're right.
not LSU, not Tennessee. Michigan is 9. Texas A&M is 10.
I mean, that's pretty remarkable how loaded the SEC is with that, especially when you think about a lot of those games are like there's overlap with that too.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty amazing. So what did you say specifically in regards to Auburn being on this list?
Yep.
Which Auburn is way worse productivity wise than every team on there. Every other team on there had a chance to play for a playoff spot with the exception of LSU in the last 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That's
outside
correct.
of LSU?
That's correct.
Okay.
But what do 8 of the 10 have in common? Alabama, Texas, Georgia, Ohio State, Oklahoma, LSU, Tennessee, and Michigan. They're branded as the university in their state.
Sure.
So what I said was the power of the AU brand, number 1 among schools that aren't branded as the school in their state. Strong on its own, because 8th nationally, any way you try to spin it is good. It speaks to the brand, like good or bad. It just speaks to the strength of the brand. So strong on its own, tops among schools without built-in branding advantages. Florida's not on this list. They may have been 11th. I don't know. But Florida's not there. Clemson's not there. And it's not just successful teams, obviously, because of Auburn's record, because Indiana's not there.
Sure.
The media market doesn't matter. USC had a top 20.
USC went on there, right?
Year. They're not on
Oregon?
There. Not there.
Interesting.
So a couple of things. We know SEC fans are passionate. We know fans in the state of Alabama are passionate. The states of Alabama and Texas have 2 teams on the list, but there's like 4 times as many people in Texas as there are in Alabama.
Right.
So it speaks to the people of our state. It also speaks to the power of both brands in the state. And I'm not trying to push back. It's like, this is objective data. I'm not trying to posture one way or the other. It's objective. Alabama had more eyeballs on their games. I'm not trying to make a comparative statement, apples to apples. I'm trying to say, despite how many 6 and 7 loss seasons and all this in a row, and they're still showing up. They're not just showing up in the stands, selling out games. They're watching on people. The power of the Auburn brand cannot objectively be denied.
Right.
Despite how the people in charge have destroyed everything we love about this game.
The people in charge of college football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Like, I think Auburn's done a really good job with game operations, game day experience, and all this too. Clearly.
Once you get to the stadium, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Outside the stadium and getting to the stadium, I don't know. But once you get into Jordan-Hare Stadium, sure.
It's an elite game day atmosphere. An in-stadium atmosphere is absolutely elite.
Yep.
All right. Can you tell people about Rhoback, and I'll grab some water here, and then we'll talk about the playoff.
Is it just water?
Yes, just water today.
Let me see it.
I'm over
the camera.
Yeah, there you go.
Dasani water?
I'm over the stuff from last week. Thank you.
Hey, I can tell you got that spunk back, my guy. Yeah, Rhoback.com. Look, I mean, Christmas is going to be here before you know it, just a few weeks away. Go ahead and knock out some of the folks on your list by going to Rhoback.com. Use promo code BARN20 for 20% off your order. I mean, you could argue one of the safest gifts you can buy someone. Just figure out what their size is and get them either a performance hoodie or a quarter zip or a polo shirt at Rhoback.com. Use promo code BARN20 for 20% off your order today. And look, hey, maybe you want to get something for yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to get more Auburn content for yourself, or join one of the best Auburn community, probably the funniest Auburn community.
Sure.
If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see it on the page. Become a member of the Barn on YouTube. It helps us out a ton, and it helps you out a ton. You get more content as far as film reviews, as well as even more things coming. And there's also a level where you get access to our message board. And so do that, reach out to us. Kyle will get you added over at thebarnauburn.com for the message board community as well. So we would love to have you on board there.
Forget the Jelly of the Month Club. The Barn is the gift that keeps on giving all year long. Okay. All right.
I got that reference.
Wonderful. Look at you. Hey.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so proud.
We watched some of it last night, actually.
Some of it?
Yeah, if we turned it on, I fell asleep.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. It is a comfort watch. It's one of those where you can get so comfortable with it, you just drift off.
We'll have it on. We'll probably watch parts of it enough to watch it, 5 or 6 times before.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah. All right. The Auburn 2017 argument was legitimized as soon as Kevin Skarbinski tweeted that it wasn't legitimate. That legitimized it, by the way, for Auburn fans. I thought it was awesome. It was great.
So I'm glad you bring this up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you bring this up because we need to decide, both as of right now and historically, if conference championships ever mattered or not. No, but that's what I'm saying. That's another thing they destroyed. They destroyed conference championship games. They've always mattered until there were certain teams that lost, and then it's like,
and not just lose, because here's the point that I heard here. All your talking points between the end of the SEC championship game and 11 o'clock Sunday morning were, well, you can't penalize Alabama for playing in the SEC championship game. No, that's not what they should have been penalized for. They should have been penalized for getting absolutely eviscerated in the SEC championship game. And I heard people make excuse, well, the turnovers, and it really wasn't a 21 point. Yes, it was. And it could have been worse. As it was a 3-touchdown loss. And the committee said, we need him in. We need him in.
And it's crazy, though, because there were other options.
They didn't even move them. And that's where I say now they've made it a farce. Because
why have them?
Yeah. Why
we no longer need conference championship games?
Why do any of them? Yeah. You are gonna decrease the value of that game either way, depending really on whichever.
You had the argument because whoever would have won the ACC championship, it's like, cool, great. Not anymore. Conference championships don't matter.
SMU, by the way, before the ACC championship last year, 8th. After the ACC championship, 10th. They dropped 2 spots. They dropped 2 spots. BYU this year, with just their second loss, dropped how many spots? They were 11th. They dropped 12. So they dropped just 1 spot. But they dropped. They got hammered, and they got dropped.
Right.
Hunter Yurachek said yesterday, and nobody stopped. Reese Davis didn't stop the interview at all when he asked him about Miami, and he looked all tough, and he pressed him on Miami over Notre Dame and why not have them ranked higher than Notre Dame before this week, and that's legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
But Hunter at the end of his answer goes, and the ACC wouldn't have had a team in if Miami hadn't made it. And it was just glossed over. So it's like, so it was an admission that it's not necessarily they needed to get an ACC team in. And because Virginia lost the championship game, Miami was the only chance to get an ACC team in. So what I'm saying is we just got to understand it's destroyed. You're not walking through palatial buildings and that's not what this system is. This system that we're walking through the streets of rubble. That's what it is. And at the end of it, there's a trophy and there's games, and 2 of the 4 will be blowouts in the opening round and maybe more and whatever.
2 group of 5 schools in it's atrocious.
Yeah. And I agree with what Nick Saban said on the show yesterday. 10 teams get in based on one criteria, and you have 2 others that got in based on another set of criteria. Everything about college football, and I love college football. I can't wait. It's going to be a long 9 months before we see Alex Golish's first team. Okay. College football is World Football League, USFL, UFL, it's XFL, it's all of these things. It's another professional league. That's what it is right now. They've destroyed everything about it, and it's just another professional football league now. Let's get a system and a structure in place that treats it that way and makes sense when you get to the postseason.
Yes. Yeah, the fact that it's a group of people making the decision. Like, can you imagine if the NFL, they finish the season, they're like, okay,
we need the Cowboys in.
The Patriots are, 13-4.
Yep.
But they lost their last 2 games.
Yeah.
And Denver won their last 5. And even though they won 1 less game, I think Denver should be the 1 seed. Like, can you imagine that?
No, you wouldn't even think about it. You wouldn't even.
It's absurd.
Completely absurd. Now,
or like the NBA, it's like, all right, I know we got 8 seeds in the West, but like, and I know the Lakers have the 9th best record.
Yeah.
But they have LeBron.
Yep.
And they traded for Luka.
And it's the LA media market.
Let's put them as a 6 seed.
Yep.
I don't think, it's the right thing.
Look, they're the 8, or better. They're the 8 right now. But if they lose to the Spurs in their last game of the year in a blowout, they may not make it in. But they probably won't get blown out. Like, there's no chance. I mean, they beat them head-to-head the last time they played. There's no way they'll lose. And they lose 120-75. Let's don't move. Let's keep them at the 8.
Yeah, last game of the season doesn't matter.
Last game doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
All right, so I've got your solution. And I think I've talked about this before. You turn Championship Saturday into just a free-for-all Championship Saturday. And instead of 4 games, you have like 4 times that many games.
So let's 16?
Say you get 4 automatic qualifiers for the SEC for the playoff. This year, 5 made it. But let's just say going forward, you have 4. So on Championship Saturday, you take the top 8 teams. 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5. The winners go to the college football playoff. Now you have objective criteria. And the argument you have is, well, who's 8, who's 9? But you have tiebreakers for that. You have built-in tiebreakers. Everybody knows it's not determined by a committee.
Mm-hmm.
You know them from August through the end of the year. And now you play 4 play-in games for the playoff.
Is this for every conference?
However many automatic qualifiers every conference has, you take that number, and that's how many play-in games you have on Championship Saturday.
Gotcha.
It fixes it. Yeah,
I mean, I think you could almost expand the number of like playoff teams if you do that, and just say you've got 30, whatever the math is on that, and then just say like, all right, this is part of it. I mean, it's kind of like the NCAA tournament as far as like, we're just going to put everybody out there. If you win enough, you're going to be there. Like,
right.
I mean, even if you expand it out to the conference championships the week prior, it's like, if you win, like if you never lose again, yes, you're, 6 games under 500, but you make your conference tournament. Like,
sure,
if you never lose again, you will be a national champion.
Yep.
Every team in college basketball has that opportunity. Now, does every team in college football need that opportunity? No, they don't deserve it.
No.
But at a certain point, like what you're saying, like, I'm not pushing back on that at all. The issue with this is stupid, but the issue is Notre Dame, and then the desire to have group of 5 schools in the college football playoff.
Yeah.
And if I'm the czar of college football, I'm with you in lockstep, and I say, if you want to compete for a national championship, get in the freaking conference.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And I do wonder if this pushes everybody closer to just the 2 super conferences. It's the SEC and the Big Ten, and eventually we do have a model kind of like the NFL where you have the AFC and the NFC.
There's other aspects of this. I think if you move to that, your scheduling has to be as equal as possible.
Yep.
Within your conference.
Yep.
And I think the only way to really do that is to just play conference games.
I agree.
Which is what I've wanted for forever. And we were told forever, well, you can't do that. You can't do that. And then COVID happened. And it's like, you played 10 just fine.
Yeah, it's all possible. It's all possible.
Right.
All right, I'm going to fix bowl games too. You want me to fix bowl games?
Yeah, cancel them.
Yeah, well, move them.
Move them where?
Move them to the beginning of the next season. So instead of, hang on. So they're going to mean something because the players that are on that team are all going to play. First of all, you're not going to have half the team opt out. Who cares about a split squad game between 2 teams that aren't playing for the playoff in December? They don't matter. So move them to the first game of the year. Now we've got our sponsorship dollars and our betting lines and all that still attached to it, but the game counts for something. Counts for your record. And now you do away with, and let's have more of them. Let's have enough so that every team gets to play in one.
That's disgusting. Or you could have like bowls that have like a weekend, right? Like maybe the Chick-fil-A bowl has a Friday game and a Saturday game or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I hate the idea. I don't know why I'm adding to it.
Okay.
The fundamental question with bowl games is, why do we have them?
Yeah. Well, they used to be they used to be meaningful. They used to be a prize. They used to be a carrot that you dangle out at the end of a season.
So used to, right? We're in agreement there. They used to, but now they're not that.
No,
so why do we have them?
Yeah, because people bet on them.
There's so many things to bet on, though.
I know,
but you're right. I understand.
That's why we have them.
And also, like, those are the worst games to bet on.
Sure.
So, like, you can't predict anything. Like, why are you betting on that?
But
they sell parlays, and I'm like, why are y'all doing parlays for bowl games?
Yeah.
Just write them a check. There's a reason they push parlays on all these ads now.
Yep.
But the math is awful for you to do that.
But people just, they line up. They line up.
Like, I could turn $5 into $10,000. You're giving them $5. You're just giving them $5.
5 at a time, all week for 3 weeks. People just give them 5 at a time, or 50 at a time, or 100 at a time.
You know how many times I hear this when people are telling their betting story? They're like, I was 1 leg away. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's how they get
productive. Do you feel better?
I feel a little bit better. Yeah. I hope I'm not in meetings the rest of the day. But I do feel a little bit better. Yeah.
You hope you're not in meetings the rest of the day.
Yeah, I hope I'm not in meetings the rest of the day. Look, the point in all this,
principal's office. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the point in all this is Auburn still stands tall, and man, Alex Golesh is going to talk to the media today, and we're going to find out a bunch of transfer portal stuff, and we're going to. I mean, look, the next 3 weeks are going to be incredible. They're going to be incredible, and we're going to be here for it.
It's going to be a lot. That's right.
I fixed 2 things about college football for you today.
Thank you for your service and your sacrifice. and thank all of you for tuning in today. Once again, if you want to be a part of all this conversation, it's going to be a crazy month. Yeah. Head over, become a member of the channel. Once again, it helps the show out a ton. Brad, I think that does it for today's show.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. Lord willing, we'll come back again the rest of the week. Remember, until next time, everyone has vices. Make sure Village Vice is one of yours.